Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to a great episode of CSGO News. As always, let's get right into it. And in our first big CSGO News story today, a lot of hype has come into the scene in the topic of female professional CSGO players, as Slingshot released an article yesterday on a Korean player known as Luminous in-game, who is quite possibly the first ever woman to play professional CSGO with an entire male roster. Now, I really don't want to be the bearer of bad news to all of you guys who are watching this video, but I really feel like this story and this article received a lot more hype and a lot more attention than what was necessary. Just like those of you who might have clicked on this video and you might have thought, oh my gosh, female CSGO players, they're going to play with guys in no time. It's going to happen next week. They'll be on professional teams in no time. I really simply do not think it's going to happen anytime soon, and here's my reasoning for this behind this article. So the female player who was known as Luminous participated in the VSL CSGO tournament. That's a Korean tournament just recently, and it's a total prize pool of $5,000 for a total of 8 teams. And to put this into further perspective, Luminous plays for a team that goes by the name of Team Nomad. They managed only one victory the entire tournament. They went 1-3, and they also got dead last. They tied for that 5th through 8th slot, and they took home a grand total of $170 across the whole team. Now, honestly, I'm not trying to demean or degrade her success at all, but on top of this, we have the fact that there are no top tier and potentially even tier 2 or tier 3 teams coming out of Korea into the professional scene at this point in time, so the competition there is already more lenient and open-minded towards female players joining them than if it were to be compared to European or North American CSGO. All in all, I think there are many female CSGO players out there who could compete with men. I just don't think on the level they need to as of right now. You have people like Giuliano. I know you guys have heard about her. She can really compete with guys, at least when it comes to in-game just strictly skill, not strategies. You know she can compete. People like Alexia or Potter, who is also partially Korean, possibly also way better than this Luminous player, but they have yet to receive the kind of hype and interest around these people because articles weren't written about them, and they have decided to stick to their own female teams because as of right now, that's where they see success, that's where they can win, and that's where they can also earn a living off of this. And so I think it's highly unfair, this whole article over this one Korean player known as Luminous, who plays for a very, very low tier in Korea team, as compared to these North American, you have teams like Secret, CLG Red, LDLC Women, who probably can all compete with Luminous in game, but they're sticking to their full female rosters because that's where they can see success and that's where they can actually find credit as of right now. So I really think this article was overhyped, and I do hopefully believe that sometime soon in the future, luckily we're in an esport, we're not playing football or basketball where strictly skill does matter. We're playing in a game where strategy comes involved as well, and I do think eventually, way down in the future, that some women can actually compete with these guys and hopefully align with some of them to form teams of both male and female on the roster. And also in big news for Australian Counter-Strike guys, we have the unofficial retirement of MoeyCQ. Many people wondering why after his short stints, he was only with Team Immunity for about 5 months, as well as Chief Esports for even a shorter amount of time. It seems MoeyCQ will continue his career live streaming and doing other things as well, but he will not be playing Counter-Strike professionally any longer, and his main reason for leaving, announced just a couple hours ago, is an expectant child or a baby CQ coming on the way. So congrats to you, MoeyCQ, and your unofficial retirement from the game. And as other CS reporter Decay announced last week, the large North American shuffle is coming soon, as CLG's new head coach GRT announced just yesterday that the team has finally finalized their 5-man roster, which will include 2 new players to the team who are yet to be announced. But the real question is here, who do you guys think will be joining CLG's new roster? And in other CSGO news, guys, we continue to try and find out who will be hosting the next major, which supposedly will not be happening until early 2017. But we'll have many organizers as of right now going for that bid. We have ESL, StarLadder, MLG, even DreamHack now apparently and reportedly has trying to take a stake in possibly hosting that event next year. Now, previously, a lot of people presumed it would be MLG taking that first major 2017, as their event planner and developer, a very well-known guy known as Adam Apicella, released several tweets earlier this summer back in July and well after MLG's Columbus event, hinting that possibly MLG will be hosting a new event the first quarter of 2017. So people automatically connected the dots and they thought, we've been revealed to that the first major 2017 will be early in 2017, and we also had MLG saying they reserved a stadium in the first quarter of 2017. So people presume that MLG has to have that first major of 2017 for Counter-Strike, although it's very possible, as many of you guys know, for MLG Columbus this past summer, that happened in April. Then we had ESL in Cologne, that happened in July. So 3.5 months only separating those 2 majors. So it's very possible the first quarter, very unlikely as well, that in the first quarter of 2017, we could have 2 majors back to back within 3 months of each other. But as of right now, it's hard not to suspect that MLG will be our first major of 2017. And that's my bold prediction of the week. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. Also, big shout out to Gitcoin, my sponsor. Thank you guys so much for signing up for that website. If you guys ever watch live streams and want to make money, I have the great way, if you guys sign up through my referral link, good for me at least, I can actually see who makes the most money off the website itself. I had someone or a couple guys actually make $10 or more yesterday alone just from watching live streams, and plenty of people make anywhere from $3 to $7 yesterday. So it's really awesome for me to see that people can actually watch live streams and make a decent amount of money. And think about this, if you're making anywhere from $3 to $10 a day, it's really cool for me to be able to see that information. So if you guys want to sign up, the links are down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. You guys know what's coming. Goodbye.
Okay, is that how Counter-Strike works now? This guy's just gonna go like that and I'm dead? You literally see, like, his fucking shoulder patch and you just die from a pistol from that far away? God, Gaben, you suck so much penis at making video games.